What up, fam? It's your buddy. Buddy! Did a review on NAGA. I bought some last night. Now I'm kind of regretting it, and so I'm going to run you through the reasons why. So I've started a lead sheet. You can't really see it very well. I'm going to put this in the comments below so you can take a look at it. I'm not super happy with the lead sheet right now. I don't like the scoring over here because it makes some things look like it's worth more just because it has more items. So I'm going to change that later. But the nice thing about printing these out is I can do these anywhere if I'm on the go or in a restaurant and fill out information. I like kind of doing it by hand, and then I'm going to put it into spreadsheets later. So eventually I want a form that maybe I could fill out and it just auto captures it. So anyway, moving on, NAGA token sale. This is a really awesome company with really shit token metrics, and we'll get into that in a second. So what do? They do four main things: fiat exchange, crypto exchange, virtual video games exchange, video game goods exchange, and debit card. So they are taking four of the biggest things that people want in the market right now and throwing it all into one token, one economy and business model. Sounds like the greatest thing ever, but when you go through the team, one thing I didn't like about the team is it's all bankers. If you look at any of these guys, it's banker this, banker that, banker this, banking that, banking this. You know, there's not a lot of tech for a tech industry. It's mostly law and finance and banking and law and finance and banking. And usually these guys don't have very good vision. And apparently, oh, these guys look really similar. No. And usually when companies are like that, when it's a tech company with a lot of stockbrokers and bankers and financial people at the helm, then the idea sounds cool on paper and then turns to shit down the road. At least that is the way in video games. But I don't think that that's going to be the case here. I think actually they've already, by the way, this is an existing business that's using crypto to raise additional capital and create an economy of their own, basically. So this is already a multi-million-dollar company on itself, which is really good. A lot of their stuff is in prototype phase, which is really good. Their video is good. Like this is what an ICO should look like, except when we get to the tokens. Everything about this company, the website, the marketing is really good. And so another red flag, something I didn't like, is this is their white paper, and it's not. All right, you can't find it up here, right? They buried it under all this stuff. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. A little bit more. Right there, right? Got to get all the way down to the NAGA wallet. So they're kind of burying it, which makes you wonder, why are they burying it? And then it's 96 pages. And we've done ICOs before. Like, we know what investors are looking for. Supply, hard cap, mineable, dividends, etc. Is that super easy to find? Nope, it's not. Everything's buried. So let's get down to token metrics. So page 36 of 96 is where you can find this. If you look on here, on the main page, the only thing you'll ever hear about tokens that I could find was 20 million. So 20 million is going to be the ICO. And I couldn't find anywhere on here how many they're going to have. But if we come to here, I don't think you can see my mouse, sorry, but a total of 400 million NAGA tokens will be issued. But only 20 million are being sold in the ICO. And there's additional percentages going to the team, 17.5% for the team, 12.5% for the advisors. So that's 30% is going to the team, 20% is going to ICO. I don't like those numbers. That's really shitty. Because you as the investor, it means the investors are only getting 20% of the economy, the team is getting 30%, and basically the company is holding back 50%. But actually this isn't even accurate, right? Because it's 20 million out of 400 million is going to be 5%. So does the team and the advisors get 30% of the 400 million, or do they get 30% of the 20 million? It doesn't really matter. I'm not buying into this anymore. I kind of bought too quickly. I'll be shocked if I see any serious gains on this. It just got me so excited because it's such a good company, such a good thing, such a good idea to take those basic 4 things and merge them into one business plan. Because it has a crypto exchange, fiat to crypto exchange, and virtual good exchange. And you can figure out that maybe those are kind of easy to build on top of each other. Once you build one of those, you can build another and kind of use the same blockchain. And that sounds like a super good idea. And then it has the debit card, which is what people want and is going to push the industry further. And being in the financial industry, you want all those exchanges, so it makes sense for the team. And then you just get down to these token metrics, and it's just not good, right? So anyway, here's how I fill stuff out on my spreadsheet that I've started. It's not done yet. ICO started yesterday. It's going to end in 1 week from yesterday, so next Monday. The price is $1. There's a 30% bonus for buying in all week. They're not decreasing the bonus, which I kind of like that, but there's not a scaling down of bonus. It doesn't feel like they're pushing you too quickly. It's enough push. Supply 400 million, cap 20 million. Team and advisors are getting 30% of something. I don't know if it's the 20 or the 400. And investment period. So they're smart on that, because if you get all of your bonus coins right away, and as soon as it gets listed, people dump it. So they're making you wait 7 days. Apparently, I assume after it's listed, before you can get your bonus coins. So you can't really dump the market with your bonus coins. You can only dump it with your principal. But it never, that I could find, talks about how long the team's coins are vested. It's not traded yet, so that there's no trading price or exchange listed yet. They point out there's no dividend, there's no inflation. Oh yeah, so is this a proof of work, proof of stake mining? As far as I can tell, it's just a token. Owning the token doesn't give you anything, any benefits, any rights, any voting, nothing. It's just store credit is what it is. It's a limited supply of store credit, and if enough people buy, then it'll go up is the idea. Launch frame 0 to 3 months, which is super short, but they've already got prototypes and some services going right now. So my scoring, product summary, 16 points, because the impact is really good, because they tackled 4 things. Demand is definitely there. Competition is really, 1 doesn't mean low. Competition 1 means it's actually the super competitive field. They're competing against multiple niche categories, but by combining, they do have a bit of an advantage. Existing business, I love it when they are an existing business, so they scored a 5 on that. I don't like that it's all bankers, but the team still looks really good as far as I saw on the LinkedIn. Nobody really stood out as working at IBM or Google or any companies that I know, but that's because it's all in Europe, so those might be really big companies. Looks like they've got good advisors on board. Again, none that I really knew. And joint ventures. They've already partnered or been invested by other companies, so they're scored really high on that. Not used to seeing that on an ICO. Website's really well done. White paper's 96 pages, which I don't like, but other than that, it covers a lot. It's not fluffy. It's written like bankers would write a white paper, so it's a little long and verbose. Good video. Prototypes. It's amazing that they have prototypes. Don't usually see that in ICOs. And they have minimal viable products in the short-term future. They know where they're starting and then what they're doing next. They've got a good roadmap. But zero hype. I haven't heard about anybody else talking about this, and now I kind of see why, probably. The tokens are crap. But I keep seeing the Facebook ads and stuff like that. But that's not hype, that's marketing. My hype score here is if other people are actually talking about it and investing in it. Tokens, the tech tech means, is this token necessary? Is blockchain necessary for the things that they are doing? And it definitely is in all 3 or 4 categories, so they scored a 5 on that. Supply means how good is the supply amount? It's actually not that bad of a supply, 400 million, for all the things that they're doing. The reason it scores so low here is what they're doing with the supply. My assumption is they're ICOing 5%, 20 million, and that means they're just going to sell the rest for the service usage. So doesn't really benefit you as an investor. Dividends. Whoops. Why does this show a 3 for dividend? There's a 0 here. That's why. On my sheet it says dividend/growth potential. I scored that as a 3 initially. That's actually a 1. The growth potential is crap. I mean, it could go up, but there's no reason, as far as I can tell, to buy this instead of buying, say, Bitcoin or NEO or Ethereum or an actual, well-established cryptocurrency that's going to go up when the hedge funds come out. I don't see this growing. I should change this just so it still makes sense. I just don't like how long that makes the field. There. So I don't see why you should buy this for growth rather than, say, Bitcoin or something like that. And then the price, it's $1. It's not a bad price, but actually it is pretty bad price. I like to see ICOs under $1, 50 cents, 20 cents, 5 cents, depending upon the cap and the demand. So anyway, that's my breakdown of my spreadsheet. Not sharing this yet. I'm going to still work on it for a while. This is my crypto prospects form. I will be sharing that. And this is the channel that I'm starting. It's not just my videos. As you can see, I'm taking other videos that I like. You should see some other stuff. I like Gob1. I like Ian. I think I had a Harry video on here, but it says something was deleted. Anyway, and the Sergio video is coming up once I pick one to put on here. I'm trying to keep this kind of light because I'm trying to share this with friends and family, so I don't want too many videos for them to get lost in. Anyway, I tend to go too long on these. That's it. I'm wrapping it up. Goodbye.